What is going on, guys, and welcome to the Side Order.
In the night, the chaos ignites. Pixels collide in the neon light. Controllers clash, voices take flight. The Side Order's here to fuel the night. Spotting the game, but it's more than score. A war of laughs and stories galore. Through headsets and glitches we all explore. Every bite a tale we can't ignore. Violent day, but it's more than scar. A war of laughs and stories galore. Through headsets and glitches we all explore. Every bite a tale we can't ignore. The Side Order, raise your hands. Through the servers, cross the lands. Pixels thrive with every stand. This is gaming in demand. From retro code to virtual planes, the buzzes pierce and laser beams. Joystick legends breaking streams. Gaming warriors carving themes. Push the limit, break the trend. Cheat codes never will defend. Victory's not where we'll bend. The Side Order's voice won't bend. Side Order, raise your hand. Yeah. The sound, I'm in the game, but it's more than score. A war of laughs and stories galore. Through headsets and glitches we all explore. Every bite a tale we can't ignore. Side Order, raise your hands. Through the servers, cross the lands. There's a sign with every stand. This is gaming in demand.
Good morning, everybody! Welcome aboard to the Side Order and Scary Little Trees. At least I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Alright, well, we're back at it this morning. I had my painting going from last time, and we're going to finish her up here this time. Or at least that is the goal here. Anyway. Good, you can hear me. Good. Alright, well. Now we gotta consider what do I want to add to this thing yet. Uh-oh, I forgot something. Hold on 1 second here, folks. I just realized something I forgot, and if I don't get it, I'm gonna have a bad time. Realized I forgot to get myself some water to rinse paintbrushes in, which of course would be a problem, because, you know, can't have that. So, with that, glad to have you all aboard here this morning. And I do indeed have my Swift here this morning, indeed. Got it right here. And if you want to get yours, you go on down to swift.gg and use the promo code SIDEORDER25 at checkout. Get 25% off on the whole store. It's delicious stuff. I also need that as well. Morning. Alright. So, want to add something under the bridge. Not sure what. I think maybe a couple of things. Maybe a tree right here. And then maybe something on the bridge. Yes. Yes, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. And I think that will turn out quite well. So, start with my tree here. I want to make it... It's dark. So, I want to represent that, but I got the gray. So here's what I'm going to do. Got to come up with a good color for that, so I'm going to go with something like this. And try to get kind of a grayed out looking brown. And, see how that works out, because glad I got more paint the other day, because I tell you, I'm starting to run a wee bit low. Okay, now I need my stirry stick. There it is. Give that a good old mix, see what we get there. That should be about what I'm looking for. Maybe I want a little more brown. Maybe. Yeah, that's close. Let's try a little more brown on that. We'll need a little more color anyway, because that's not going to be enough. So we're going to have to make sure I've got enough color to actually paint with here. Did you say you think I should paint an evil train on top of the bridge? I could do that, you know. That is entirely possible. Ooh, there's my rag. It's like, where's my wiping rag? My incredibly filthy wiping rag. There we go. Alright. Okay, I think that's looking like what we want. It's got a little bit of brown streaks in it. And I think that's going to work out quite well for me trying to paint in a tree there. Now, what brush do I want? That's always the question. It's going to be the right brush for that. You know what? Maybe this guy? No, not this guy. Let's try that guy there. That brush needs to soak for a second. I got another one though. Here we go. That one will do. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put a tree in on the side there. And, evil train like a ghost train. You know, I could very easily put that on top of the bridge. Sure, you know what? That'd actually make a nice touch to be going over the bridge. So, you know what, Asim? Good suggestion. I'll do that. I don't know if that's actually... No, that brush is not cooperating with me. Yeah, this one will. This one will. Put that down for a second. Here we go. So I hope everybody's doing quite wonderful this morning. I'm having a lovely morning so far. Getting pretty excited that the monthly marble race is coming up real soon. Real soon. And all the marble spots are taken, so I don't believe there are any more spots. I'm myself am quite looking forward to actually running the races and recording them, and I will be doing that very shortly, so that is pretty exciting. I, as always, am always thrilled to be the one doing the marble race on the months when I am the one doing it, so that's this month, and I'm pretty stoked about the whole thing. Branches. That, so I'm going to do an evil train. Okay, well, I like that. I think I can accommodate something like that. Most certainly, and actually that's a heck of a good idea, Asim. I like it. So that's what we'll be doing then. Yeah, okay. Tree. old decrepit tree. Definitely needed that. Thinking that I might take kind of a sickly yellow brown, like grass, just to give this some sort of detailing, because right now it looks a little bit plain to me, and I don't like that, so I'd like it to have maybe something a little more detailed going on there. Yeah, so I think we might do that. What I'm gonna do to this. So, and I give a little detailing on the tree, just a little bit of something, just to contrast out some color on it, so it doesn't look quite so uniformly the same as everything around it, or just, you know, detail this and flat. Try to avoid that, right? So, give the tree a little bit of detail so it doesn't look quite so. So plain, otherwise it's going to look just a little bit too regular. There we go. That's going to be a little better. Yeah, okay. That looks a little more tree-like. There. Okay, I like that. That worked out well. Okay, so tree. Tree is added. I was almost actually going to put a hanging guy on the branch, to tell you the truth, but we'll see what I decide. For now, I think I am going to add some grass in there, because I don't like the way that looks without it. And brown. Using a surprising amount of brown on this one. And a magic tint. Let's add a little bit, just a dash of that. Oh, too much. That's going to be too much, oh well. My red is almost empty and it's hard. Whoa, I almost just took out my mic there. Oops, watch that cord. Okay, so that should come out to a nice, like, orangey brown. Yeah, kind of a dull orange. I actually think I want it just a touch more brown. There we go, touch more brown. There we go. Alright, now, for this, brushes, there we go. And okay. Now, with a handy dandy fan brush, and yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Do that very lightly here. Oh, that's coming out beautiful. I'm sorry, but I really like the way that's coming out. That is just the thing right there. Okay, I like the way that came out lots. That looks nice. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I like that a lot. Hey, Strider, how's it going? Hope you're doing good this morning. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think that came out rather nicely, the grass there. I'm going to try and move this over a little bit because I keep realizing I keep kind of standing in front of it. Trying not to. I think I should put some moss on the tree, eh? Yeah, maybe a little bit along the edge right here. And on the... Yeah, I'll need green. Green. Ooh, what is wrong with my green? Oh, there it is. And for something like that, I want something good for fine work. And that's going to be the guy. Painting a little mouse. And we'll just do that to this scary little tree over here. Now, you go ahead and tell everybody about that scary little tree. That doesn't need to be a secret. Sorry, just making a Bob Ross reference there. If anybody caught that. Loved that guy. Always dreamed when I was a kid of having my own painting show. Hey, look at that, eh? That actually that does add something to the tree. You're right. You were right. Good call. Up here as well. That a little brighter maybe. Yeah, that's the ticket. There's the moss on the tree, which is actually a really good call. Thank you, ASIM, for the suggestion. It turned out to be a good one. Okay, moss on the tree. That actually does help. So, there. Okay. Mossy tree! Yeah, well, thank you, Strider. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just leaning over to read chat. Yes, now I get to make it horrendous. Now comes the horror part. Okay. First of all, we're gonna do Ghost Train up there. I think I'm gonna add that in last. I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Okay, I got an idea for what I'm gonna do for the Ghost Train. Ghost Train on the bridge. And something in the grass here. I need something in the grass right here. Oh, yeah, also. Let's get this brush back for a second. And that. That. Like so. And yes, I'm making mud. There we go, glyphal bird's nest. Maybe I should put a bird in it. Yeah, no, let's not talk about the hand monster. I'm not painting hand monsters today. A guy fishing. That's a lot more pastoral than what I usually paint. But a rock with the bird from that nest on it. Somebody said something about a bird with red eyes. What if we put a rock right here with a crow on it with red eyes? What about that? Yeah, screw that. I'm doing that. I like that idea. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. Here we go. Gray. Need a good spot for gray. Let's go there. Like the idea of that? I'm doing that. And painting a rock. Help it. Let's have that guy. Let's have that guy. Sorry if I keep leaning into view. That's me trying to read chat. It's kind of behind me where I'm at, so. Painting a rock like this. A rock. Well, at least it will be. So, rock. There we are. Okay. Now, there we go. Basic start of my rock here. Rock needs a few things. A little bit of detailing because it looks too plain. So get that up out there. We'll that. Get a detail on the old rock. At least try, right? Rock, and then it needs one other thing. Of course, if there's moss on the tree, why wouldn't there be moss on the rock, right? Oh, mossy rock. But I do thank everybody for joining me today, and thanks for the suggestions. It's really helped me come up with some good ideas for just what exactly I'm going to do with this painting, and I appreciate that. Because sometimes, just sometimes, I have a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out just what exactly I want to do at a certain time, so... Anyhow, just want to do this again. And add some grass around the rock so it looks like it actually belongs there. There we go. Okay, so the rock actually belongs there now. You know, I gotta say, everybody, I'm really happy with the way this is coming together. This may be my best painting yet. So, awesome. Well, you know, I'm not gonna be on any magazines. Have you seen this mug? Come on. Okay, bird on the rock. Okay, so we need black. Need all the black. The bird's gonna be black. Let's just put that in my black hole here. I say that because I've got this one spot right here where I always seem to just put the little bits of black when I need it. It's the black hole. Okay, I need a super fine brush for this. Super fine brush. That's the guy right there. Actually, might want to get down a little for this just so I can paint it from the right angle. Sorry, I'm gonna get weird here for a second and crouch because I want to make sure I get this in right. Okay. 4 and 20 blackbirds, right? That's more like the idea of bird than bird. Bird, okay. And go. Yeah, it's a bird. I got the bird on the rock, and now I need to give it a red little eye. Yes, I do. Okay, so that there. I need my red paint. Here we go. Almost out of red. Good thing I have another one. Put that in the red hole. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, I would say this painting's coming together rather nicely. Thinking I might put a smiler right here. Or something. You gotta put some sort of like something lurking in the dark, or that was kind of my point the whole time, so that's gotta happen. It's just a matter of figuring out what and where. Perfect. Crow on a rock with a red eye. Tree, moss, bird's nest. I should just make, okay, ghost train, and then I'm thinking some sort of glowing evil eyes. Maybe a drowning person? I don't know. Yes, I paint morbid stuff, okay? Okay, so, first of all, before I go any further, I need to drink my tasty Swift here. It's warm in here, and it's morning, so. Get that on. Alright. So, bird, nest, tree. Great idea with the moss. Put the moss on the rock. I think that adds something. I got paint all over my hands again. That is going to happen. Yeah, I'm really leaning towards let's put a smiler here. Hey, what's everybody think about that? Yeah, I mean, I could put some sort of horrible monster coming out of the water. That's not entirely impossible. Okay, well, I think what I am going to do is I do want to put what I was talking about there, so I'm going to do that. Where's my white hole? There's my white hole. Okay, so got my white hole, and okay, I need the right brush to do this with. This is fine, but not hugely. I want it to be gappy. I think this is going to be the guy. I don't know. I'm gonna. Nice thing about painting is you can fix stuff. If it really didn't work out, you can fix it. Perfect. That's exactly the effect I was going for. Eyes. I hope the day finds everybody well. I'm having a good time painting, and thank you all for joining me. As I think I say every time, it means the world to me that you all join me here on my painting mornings. I do appreciate that more than I can express, so thank you for being here today with me as I paint badly. And yeah, okay, I'm thinking I might add a few more teeth here. That's not quite looking right. That, and yes. Haha! I like it. Okay, so that's under the bridge. You know, I know I've said it a few times. I like the way this is coming together. It really is coming out nice. So, what's everybody saying here? Trying to remember. Okay. Yeah, the cutting our grass every single day, like it's some sort of like event, like our grass is like mutant grass that grows unreasonably fast and needs to be cut every single day, apparently. Okay, so need another drink of my Swift here. Here we go, Swift. Get yours at swift.gg. Use promo code SIDEORDER25. 25% off at checkout. Delicious stuff. I like it. I like it in my morning shaker bottle. Okay. Train. Let's paint a train. Okay. What are we going to do for the train? See, what I'm thinking, because I want to paint a ghost train, I'm going to paint it dark at the top, right? And then fading as it goes down. And then I'll paint like a cloud or light coming up from the bottom and off of it. Or at least I'm going to try to with my skill. Who knows whether or not I'll actually be able to do it, but I'm going to try. Yes, I am my own worst critic. Oh, cool. That I'm gonna have to mop this floor one of these days really soon. I keep getting paint everywhere. Good thing that I'm using acrylics and they come right off. So nothing I'm using is permanent. If I was using oils, I'd be having a drop cloth down here. Believe me. Also, I'd need a whole new set of brushes. And let me tell you about how much I would prefer to be doing all this with oil paint. A lot, believe me. So, we want train. And train is going to start right here. Yes, I am painting like an old school locomotive. Why? Because it's more recognizable what it was. And I don't know about you, but that's what I would expect a ghost train to be. Am I wrong about that? I'd expect a ghost train to be like one of those old steam engines, right? I'm not crazy. So that's what we're going to paint. We're going to paint one of those old steam engines right here. And that's going to be our ghost train. So, ghost train, ghost train. That's going to be our ghost train right here. That might be too short. No, I like that. That's just fine. Namely because it almost looks like it's flying over the bridge. Which I'm actually pretty okay with, so. Which I'm very okay with that, so that's fine. tell it's a train. That's all I'm after. Have to admit, I have never, ever attempted to paint a train before. So, there you go. You got me doing something I've never done before. I don't know why I've never painted a train before, but I've never painted a train before. So there you go. So train it is. Here we go. Right about here is where we're going to try to paint in all that fog and smoke. Like I said, what I'm looking for is to fade this out a little. Down this way like that. Right? This painter on down. Like that. Okay, so that'll get my first thing done like that. Okay, so then I want to paint the coal car behind it. The coal car. Like this. Car in there, nice and neat. There we go. Not that I do anything nice and neat in my paint, but you know, neat as I do. And I want this one maybe to come down a little more because I think I want the main cloud of smoke to be up by the engine and then tapering off after that. So a little bit, it'll create a good effect, I think, if I can manage to pull it off. Okay, so train's coming in. I think I like it. I think it's coming out well. And I'm actually pretty pleased with the way this is coming out. So, yeah, like I said, I think this has actually turned out to be one of my better paintings that I've ever done, really. So, well, at least so far here, I like this one. I like this one. It's coming out good. So, thanks to everyone who gave me suggestions, helped me figure out just what I was going to do with this. And hey, this will probably be the end of this one. I mean, I think I'm going to have to come on next week and do some finishing touches. The train is still going to be too wet for me to put the fog in today. Otherwise, it's going to mess the whole thing up, and I don't want to do that. So, I'll put the brush in of another car right here on the edge, like this. And I'll put some sort of it can be vague because it doesn't need to be sharp. Some sort of couple in there. There, like that. Okay, so we got a train-ish. Now I want to do smoke, some light. Maybe at the front, maybe coming down off of the bridge and over the railing a little bit, I'm thinking. If I had thought that I was going to put a train up there, I would not have put that railing in first. I don't know why I did that. Painted in the foreground first. That was silly of me, wasn't it? Yeah, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? So yeah, all I really need to do is add the fog to this, which is something I don't think I can do today. Still a little early to end, so I'm not sure what to do with myself here. I can't add... Oh, yeah, okay, I got an idea. I know what I was going to add. Let's add that. Let's add that. Okay, I need to mix just a dash of white, black into my white hole. Is what I need to do. So some black into my white hole. Perfect. It's right down here. Now, Strider, I'm about to show you why I don't traditionally paint hands. And that's why I don't paint hands. Usually. There, now. Splashes like he's trying to escape. There. Ha! Driving guy. Boom. Now all I have to do is add in aforementioned smoke, which I aforementedly cannot do today. So, here's what I'd like. Everybody out there, if you will, for me. Think about what you'd like to see me do next, because next week when I come back, finish this one up, which is literally just going to be adding some smoke and some light to the train, maybe a number faintly onto the side of it. And this one will be done. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how it's come out. I definitely can't complain. It's been pretty good. Came out nice. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you very much for joining me. I guess I'm just gonna have to stop now. I just don't have anything more to do, and I can't. This isn't the sort of stream where I can just artificially extend it if I've come to a natural end point. I mean, I don't have time to really start another painting per se, so I'm going to leave that till next week, let this dry, and then we will finish off the little detailing on this, and I'll sign it, and then it'll be done. And maybe we'll put this one up for sale on our merch shop. So if you want this painting, you might be able to buy it. And so thank you very much for joining me. I have been Odinson, and this has been The Side Order. As I've mentioned probably twice now, please don't forget to check out Swift.gg and get some of your own delicious rocket juice, our own custom flavor. Like I said, I've been drinking it all morning, and it's delicious. Don't forget to check out our Discord. Link to that is in the description below. We would love to have you over there. And also don't forget to check out our merch shop, which there is also a link to in the description. You never know, we might start putting some of these paintings on there if there's anybody out there who actually wants one of these. So be sure you check that out. Well, I have been Odinson, and this has been The Side Order. We will be back today at 5 and 8. We will be back at 5 with Card Shop Simulator multiplayer, where me and Glyph both get to run our own rival card shops and duel each other in card battles. It should be pretty interesting. And then at 8 o'clock, we got a new Backrooms game coming at you. It's going to be Co-op Rooms, and it's a very interesting looking little Backrooms game. We're checking out the Steam Next Fest demos, so that's going to be part of that. And we'll be back with that tonight. So make sure you come on back to The Side Order tonight. We'd love to have you. And thank you very much for joining me. And I will see you all next time.